Good evening.
So we are Robin and Chet. We are Sea Leg Journeys.
That's right.
And we are the Saturday Stroll kickoff.
Oh, you know what? It's going to be great to kick off because, look, I got an extra leg just in case I have to kick a little bit harder.
And we do have a guest in our show this evening. She's having a little bit of She's having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment, but hopefully she'll be able to join us in the green room. And when she does, of course, we'll pop her up. So we just want to say hello to everyone that is in the chat waiting for the show.
You know how hard it was not to say good morning?
I know, it really was.
Rise and shine.
It really, really was. So before we get started with everyone that's in the chat, we just want to say thank you for everyone that's watching and that is subscribing. We want to thank all of the participants of the Friday Raid Parade as well as the Saturday Stroll.
That's right.
So sorry, but somebody is going by the house and the dogs are out there barking.
They want us to know there's a squirrel running up a tree.
I know, right? So we're going to say hello to everyone that's out here in the chat right now. And we want to say, first of all, to Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. She is a new member of Sea Leg Journeys channel. Thank you so much for that, Jennifer.
A double squeaky for Jennifer.
And then we have the LD channel.
Hey, LD channel.
The LD channel will be featured in tonight's video stroll.
That's right. She sure will.
And then we have Cruising for One. Cruising for One is Jeffrey from Cruising for One. And it's so nice to have you with us, Jeffrey. And he was just scrolling through on something else and said, oh, wait, Sea Leg Journeys is live.
Yeah, how about that?
And Danny D, the super supporter. Thank you, Danny D.
Hey, Danny D.
And the Fearless Rambler.
Fearless Rambler.
Hi, Fearless Rambler. So glad that you could join us.
He says howdy to everyone out there in the chat.
There you go.
And there's Seagull Media. Happy Saturday to you.
Excuse me one moment. Ringo! So sorry. I apologize. Megan, I see you in the green room. Whenever you're ready, you just give me the thumbs up. I know you're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and that's okay. It's not a problem at all. And we have Eddie Lugo.
Eddie Lugo Studios says, yo, 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 Brooklyn in the house. How about that?
Yes. And we have Mark the Shark.
Get your salutes up, everybody, for Mark the Shark. He says, hello, my beautiful people.
One moment. I just need to type a quick message. Chet, you go ahead and say we
I have no idea where we are.
Up there a little higher.
Okay. I'm going to scroll up here and see where we was. Make sure we left off. We had Mark the Shark. Hey, Cruise Nuts is here in the house saying hello to everyone. I wonder if they can still see me on the camera.
Yes, they can.
Okay, because I can't see them. It's kind of weird for me, you know? So we got Cruise Nuts in the house now. And Mark the Shark says, you know me, baby. I'm on Harmony of the Seas. And we just left Fort Lauderdale. Mark the Shark is on that cruise ship again.
Yes.
Avid Fisherman is here. He's saying hello to Robin and Chet and everybody else in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Kathy Mills saying hello and happy Saturday Stroll.
That's right.
How
happy Saturday Stroll.
Okay, we left off with Kathy. You got it over there?
Left off with Kathy. Okay. So my guest is in the green room. Whenever you're ready, you just give me the thumbs up, okay? Let's see. Did we get Avid Fisherman?
We just, that's where he was, we got Avid Fisherman.
Okay.
And Kathy Mills. We're up to Scott Smith.
Okay,
Scott.
And Cruising is Fun Anytime. Hi, Cruising is Fun Anytime. So glad that you could join us.
Oh, keep on going. There's a few more in there. We got Keisha. Good evening to you, Keisha. And she says, with y'all today, this Saturday, woohoo!
And Clock Family Adventures. Hello.
Hey, there's Clock Family Adventures.
And Fearless Rambler. Ringo is just the show by himself. Don't I know that?
He is.
And hello, Cruise Nut. So nice to have you with us, guys. And Sharon Rowland. Hi, Sharon. We're going to get through telling everybody hello so we can get our guest up here. And the Bud Files. Hi, Bud Files.
The Bud Files.
So nice to have all of you with us. I think I got everybody that's in the chat. And of course, Mark the Shark wants to remind everybody to hit that thumbs up. We actually have 18 people watching and only 14 thumbs up. So he's calling somebody out. And our moderators will be putting up links for everyone that is in the chat and or the Saturday Stroll tonight. So we have a guest in our green room. And before I get to the guests, I just want to show you a little clip. What you're seeing right now is the playlist for tonight's videos. If you want to see any of the videos tonight, the link is pinned to the top of our chat, and it will show you all the videos that are in the entire lineup.
How about that?
I do believe our guest is ready. Is our guest ready?
I'm looking for a thumb up. There, she's ready.
Ready. Awesome. Okay, here we go. We want to introduce our guest to you. And this is Megan, also known as Going Green Mom Creates.
How about that?
And she is in charge of the Friday Raid Parade as well as the Saturday Stroll. So, hi, Megan. How are you tonight?
Anxious.
Megan's not, she doesn't do a lot of lives, but she is a fabulous person, and she sets all of this up, and it's so much work to do. So, Megan, we're going to start off with a few questions for you just to kind of get you warmed up a little bit. And anytime you want to take over, you just take over, okay?
That probably won't happen, but okay.
We want to also welcome the magnificent German from Darian in the chat. So, Megan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I started the content creation side of YouTube back early 2020, kind of right after shutdown stuff. Basically trying to work through some health issues, which in case anybody has noticed, the Raid Parade has kind of shifted. I started everything on the Going Green Mom account, but it really is not travel related at all. So having all this stuff intermixed was kind of problematic for the algorithm and all that. You cannot catch my hands a little bit, I promise. Okay, I'm just gonna put my hands behind my back because I've got a cat trying to catch them. Anywho, so I found Roy and Becky. I have no idea how I landed in their live stream one day. And their home base is about an hour from here. So they're actually fairly local to me if they were actually ever at home. That was probably May or June. And then in the fall, I started making more cooking videos and stuff and was playing around with the premieres. They had just come out, and they like to raid people from their live stream, and they had lost the lives they were raiding on a couple of days. So I just started putting videos in those time slots, and then they're like, hey, that's actually a pretty good idea. And Ray from Van Life Rocks had taught me how to schedule off the 15-minute mark at that point. So it's like, okay, well, just let me know how long your video is and I'll schedule right after you.
So for all of our viewers that may not know what the Raid Parade is, hi, I'm so sorry. Hi, Hobby Farms Rescue. So nice to have you with us. And JNS Adventures. Nice to have you with us tonight, guys. So tell us exactly what is this Raid Parade and Saturday Stroll for someone that has no clue what that is. Because I know when Chet and I first heard the term in a chat on someone else's channel, we were like, what are they even talking about?
What is that?
What is that?
Yeah, that's actually a very good question that a lot of people they may have heard of collaborations, which are a really great way to get some exposure to somebody outside of your channel, kind of get into a different audience that's similar. And they've probably heard of premieres, which is basically watching a video with a live chat under it. And we're basically just, hey, Meg.
Hey, Meg.
Everybody knows Meg. If you don't know Meg, you're not on YouTube. Just saying.
But basically what the Raid Parade and now the Saturday Stroll is doing is it's kind of combining the two. we liked hanging out and chatting, and I'd go to premieres that were just scheduled whenever, and they didn't really have a whole lot of audience because, people were busy, they weren't on YouTube right then or whatever. And so the Raid Parade really, number one, both of them, obviously, tonight we're jumping off of you guys, and thank you so much for doing that.
We're excited about it. We love to be the jump off.
Yep.
But that gives like a base audience that is they're all there, they're hanging out, having a good time. And then if you just start putting, okay, well, from here we're going to go over to this premiere, and it works really well if you're in a playlist. It will actually just move you, to the next chat too.
Right.
So it basically kind of gives a built-in starter place for an audience.
Yes.
And so from the creator side, that has some benefits because, like, you don't have to try and get, okay, your audience has to know I'm going to be here at this time, and then remember to show up and possibly or possibly not get a notification.
You're having technical issues. We're having dog issues.
We always have, anyone that watches our show, we always have dog issues.
And sometimes technical issues, like not pressing the
go live
button.
And sorry about the ears. We couldn't figure out how to turn them off.
We can't see them. They're just above the screen.
Oh, no.
So we only see them when you lean backwards.
Yeah. They're bright, so I'm trying not to kill people's batteries.
What we had in mind for being the kickoff for the Saturday Stroll is every Saturday, depends on what's going on. If we have, we want to highlight the creators with the whole idea of what you started with the Friday Raid Parade and now the Saturday Stroll is YouTube channel exposure. That's what this is all about. Getting out there, getting known, getting more views, building, creating great content that people really want to watch, and they want to engage in you, and they want to wait until next week. Let's do it. Next week has to hold. So we're kind of designing it as the creator spotlight. And that's why we thought the first one, why not have the creator herself of the Raid Parade and the Saturday Stroll be our first interview. And we want to say hello to Bone Tired Travelers. Thank you for joining us, Bone Tired Travelers.
Hello.
Hello. So,
and by the way, hi everybody in chat. I can't see you, but I know you're there. So,
actually, on the side, if you see what comments up at the top, you can click on comments and you can see everybody's.
I'm actually on my phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
that's okay.
Okay, well, we will keep you informed of everything that's going on in the chat because I am all about the chat.
Hey, somebody got a coupon to Neisner's.
They did not. So I have a little, as we're chatting, I have a little slideshow presentation, and I'm not going to do the whole slideshow at one time. We're just going to kind of bop back and forth between conversation and the slideshow.
Okay.
So let's see. Let me get us all up here with the slides together. So our first video tonight at 7:00, directly after this live stream, is J&N Travels.
J&N Travels. That's John and Nancy. How about that?
And they love to travel. Their videos are mainly about Disney World and cruising.
Yeah, they make videos, they make shorts, they make lives. And hey, since you're making shorts, John and Nancy, I could use a new pair.
Not those kind of shorts, silly.
Oh, not those kind of shorts. Okay.
I was gonna say, I would like to say thank you to them because it was a comment that they made in chat one day that wound up getting us the playlists.
There you go.
There you go.
See?
For probably a good 18 months of the Raid Parade, we were having to click links in every single chat to move.
Oh,
wow. Well, and we have Paul, PSV Odyssey has joined us in the chat. Hi, Paul. So nice to have you with us. And Bone Tired Traveler says they have 2 hours of sleep before their 12-hour shift. Oh, no. It's going to be a long night.
Long night.
So our moderators have the link up for J&N Travels. And tonight's video, J&N is bringing to us Carnival Horizon back-to-back cruises. If you don't know what a back-to-back cruise is, they are literally doing one cruise, and then that cruise is letting people off and then people on, and they're staying on the ship.
Instead of getting off the ship and going home, they're getting off the ship, turn around, and getting right back on the same ship. And that's what they're going to be doing with the Sail Away. How about that?
That's
Come on, y'all.
Right.
Woo, I'm excited about it.
Exactly. I'm excited too.
I'm excited about that.
So they're going to be at 7 o'clock.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And go there on their channel and check them out and meet Smiley the Frog.
Smiley the Frog.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the second channel that's going to be in tonight's
Let's do it.
parade.
Who is the second one?
The second channel is going to be the LD channel.
All right. What do they do?
She covers a wide variety of topics. This young lady is everywhere doing everything.
And you know what? She makes videos. She makes shorts. And you know what else she makes?
What does she make?
Butter sauce.
She does.
Butter sauce. I'm going to show you how to do it on this video. And hey, I've watched her stuff before. We found her on the raid parade.
Yes.
And I've watched her make all kinds of stuff that I wanted to jump through the screen and eat it.
Let me tell you, there's so many.
I was going to say, LaShundra makes some awesome looking food.
And there's so
Yes, she
many
does.
people that cook every time on these. It's like, oh man, they've got to stop cooking, because on Friday they're going all the way up to our dinner time, and I'm starving by the time the raid parade's over.
That's why we have to get snacks. So I bought this small bag of M&Ms. It's only 19.2 ounces. Hopefully this will make it through the raid parade or the Saturday stroll.
So Megan, very, very rarely do you give yourself a pat on the back and a shout out to yourself. So I do know that you have a website. Is that correct?
Here.
I
do. I haven't looked at it.
I know, right? So we want you to give yourself a shout out. We want you to tell people where they can find you on the internet and what you're all about.
Yeah.
As far as internet goes, really the only place I actually spend a whole lot of time is YouTube. I do have a Facebook Messenger, but I don't actually friend people on Facebook. Instagram is Going Green Mom. Twitter is Going Green Mom, but I only post to Twitter from Instagram, and I rarely post on Instagram. I was going to say, I've got Going Green Mom on most of the apps, but I don't actually use most of them. Like, I just grab the name.
So Going Green Mom, you're all about going green.
No.
No?
No. So my
that's why I got a green can of Monster tonight, just so I'd be prepared. I'm going green with you.
So my main channel, the Going Green Mom channel, is actually about my health journey. I have been Going Green Mom since my son was 1. And that would have been back in 2004. That's just been what my like go-to name online for years, which is why I wound up with a channel named that. But it is my main channel actually mainly focuses on histamine intolerance and chronic illness. So I have actually moved all of the Raid Parade Saturday Stroll stuff over to GGM Creates, and I see Eddie has kindly put that in chat. And that one, what?
Eddie is awesome. He is a great moderator.
And basically, Charlie, knock it off.
Hey, our dogs actually just stopped doing what they were doing when you said that.
Yes. Paul said, PSV Odyssey says, Megan is cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Yeah.
So let's hit another video that's in the parade today. So we have Just Kaya TV. And Just Kaya TV is Kaya CJ and Michaela.
Hey, why do they call it just Kaya if we got CJ and Michaela in there? We know why. It is Just Kaya TV, and she makes videos, shorts, and lives.
And today, her video is my 2022 year in review.
You know what? She did better than we did. We tried to do a 2023 year in review the other day, and
did not work out.
Wasn't happening.
It wasn't happening. Was not happening at all.
So congratulations
a
to
very
Just
short
Kaya.
review so far.
So, on your, because we have people now are subbing to your channel. So I just saw her eyeballs get really big.
I've got 2 cats up on my bed, and like they both have stitches right now, and they're not supposed to be playing. So it's like, yeah, just occasionally I'm kind of like
cringing that they don't hurt themselves.
Yes.
So tell us about your YouTube channel.
So the GGM Creates basically started as just kind of a catch-all channel. I was doing some tech videos over on the other channel for the Raid Parade stuff, and it didn't make sense with that channel at all. And so I moved.
Do you have a personal YouTube channel as well?
I'm up to 3.
You have 3 YouTube channels. Really? So, okay. So your YouTube channel that you want to promote, your YouTube channel that you want everybody to, this is me. What YouTube channel is that?
For the most part, unless you actually are interested in histamine intolerance, I would prefer that you subscribe to GGM Creates.
There you go.
GGM Creates. Right on.
Okay. That's what we want to hear. We want to know what you want.
We want to make sure we send everybody to the right place.
Yes.
Yeah, no. GGM, and notice that's why I put that in the thing today.
Okay, good.
But yeah, no. My anything travel related will go in GGM Creates, although I don't travel a whole lot. I am definitely more of a homebody. I got the Megan Waugh channel, which is my name, mainly because I was trying to get the tag for it. Unfortunately, I did not succeed.
Oh, you're talking
so
about the handles?
Yeah. So somebody else was faster.
Hobby Farms Rescue says it's neat that you got 5. It's neat that you have more than one because he has 5, and he's so glad he's not the only one now.
And let's welcome in Leon Life. Hey,
yes.
Leon.
Hi, Leon. Nice to have you with us tonight. Thank you very much. So let's pop up another one of the videos that's in tonight's parade, and it's Ryan Donahue. Ryan's channel is all about planes and trains.
And by that, he means taking a ride on them. He's got a camera he slaps on the side of that train or that plane, and you get a great view of all these places that he's traveling to. No, this is not about planes, trains, and automobiles. John Candy is not going to be going for a ride with you. Ryan Donahue is going to be taking you for a ride.
He is. And Ryan, he only creates videos. He doesn't have lives, and he's not into shorts yet. And tonight, the name of his video is what?
New Year Trains at Reedville.
So we watched, I don't know, I think it was either a 2 or a 3-part video he did on a train ride through
on the Friday Raid Parade.
Through some canyon.
I was gonna say it was a gorge or a canyon or something.
I don't remember the name of it.
What a great ride.
It was awesome. It was great.
You can say, "Oh, I'm not into trains and gorges and stuff," but you watch it, you'll be like, "Oh, maybe I am into trains and gorges and stuff." You know, that's the great thing about the Raid Parade and the Saturday Stroll. You're going to get to see stuff you may not think you're interested in, and then you find out you are.
Yes.
He has a very interesting spin on his travel videos because, like, with the plane videos, a lot of times he'll have the air traffic control, like, sound overlaid or whatever. That's really cool to hear what's going on in the cab. Would it be? I guess it wouldn't be a cab of an airplane, but you know what I mean.
The captain's pit, I think it is called. Not sure. what it's called. But most of us would never be able to be in those, like in the front of the train or where he's putting it at, wherever that is. And Leon, he's just saying that he's popping in to show his support, but he's got to go. I think he's in a totally different time zone than we are. We love the fact that people are in totally different time zones than us. We have one guy that gets up at 5 a.m. to watch our show, 5 a.m. his time, to watch our morning show. I don't know if I'd be that.
And let's welcome in the Moonlight Adventures, Jocelyn Chastity.
Hi, Moonlight Adventures. So nice to have you with us. And Darren is telling us it's the cockpit. See, you got to have
that. Sounds better. Yes.
Is that a German word, Darian?
Oh, Megan got it first, though. Yes, Megan got it first.
I always copy off Meg's answers on all the tests.
Yeah, if you're going to play trivia, you're going to copy off Meg's answer.
I am. Anyway.
You're going to copy off her paper.
I'm saying screw it. I'm cheating off Meg, okay?
I would like to say one thing, though, for anybody that has to go or whatever. I'm pretty sure you guys have the playlist link pinned in chat. If you hit the plus sign at the top of that playlist, it will save to your library.
There you go.
And then you can find it again next week.
Because
That's a good tip.
The next thing I was going to ask you was, tell us a tip that you would like viewers to see, and you just jumped all over the tip. I didn't have to ask you. That's great. That's awesome. Let's see. And Leon is 6 hours ahead of us.
Ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's like midnight 30.
And then it's dark 30 there.
0 dark 30. Good night, Leon.
So our next video that is in tonight's parade is PSV Odyssey.
Man, I love that name. That is a cool name for a channel. And that's Paul Vines. Everybody knows him from his Facebook presentation that he puts up to be like our little TV guide for YouTube, if you will. But guess what? He's also got the PSV Odyssey YouTube channel.
He does. His channel is all about travel, food, music, and humor.
That's right. And actually, I would add something else in there, too.
What would you add?
He's a mixologist.
He is. He's a mixologist.
He is. He is. And he does videos and shorts. Mm-hmm. And what's he got tonight? Tonight,
he has the National... I can't even talk.
Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's right. So Chet loves history. For those of you that love history, he does a lot of historical vlogs. Let's see what the avid fisherman's saying here.
Robin, I do have some barbecuing videos as well.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
okay.
Who doesn't love a good barbecue?
I know, right? And Sharon Rowland, what does she have to say?
I'm eating supper right now. Smashed potatoes, gravy, and beefsteak. Hey, that's a Southern girl right there, because that's what we say down here. We say smashed potatoes. Mm-hmm. That's right.
And there's the link for Paul. And
That's
Paul also has a Facebook page, and he is called Paul S. Vines on YouTube, on Facebook. And he basically gives us our TV guide for YouTube.
Yep.
He tells us what's happening today.
What's happening?
So, Megan.
Thank you, Meg, for getting him to start editing videos.
So Meg got him to start editing his videos. Was that a request we had out from the general population out there?
Oh, like you request me to take the trash out? Yeah.
She has actually gotten several people started on their editing journey. Once she found InShot, and she just kind of took off.
And, talking about Meg, she had on her Facebook page, if you are interested in being a moderator, we say the only way you can be a good moderator is to learn from Meg. Meg is like the moderating guru of the planet, and she would be more than glad to help you on her Facebook page. She has some tips. The only way you're ever going to be a good moderator is to start moderating for people. So if you have a favorite channel that you like to watch, all you have to do is say, hey, I would like to be a moderator for y'all, because we can never have enough moderators.
That's right.
There's never enough moderators. And Meg, that is one thing that you really battle with sometimes in the Friday Raid Parade, as well as the Saturday Stroll. Isn't that correct?
As far as like mods?
Yes. That some channels need mods for their premiere because maybe they're working or something like that.
I was going to say, I would say sometimes. We don't really have a problem with trolls, which is what a lot of people think of mods for.
Yes.
It's definitely handy to have some mods around that can attend. Like if somebody's stuck in a meeting at work, if somebody's traveling, they can definitely, or even like we've had issues with links disappearing,
Right.
just occasionally as a YouTube glitch thing. So if you've got mods around, they can make sure to get you your link dropped and that kind of stuff. Obviously good for them to have some clue what the raid parade is or the Saturday stroll is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you know, moderators are not just for trolls. Moderators are also to welcome your guests that are in the chat. And on the raid parade, a lot of times that's what it is. You're welcoming a lot of people all of a sudden at once because they've raided you. And it's not one or two people popped in at a time. 20 people have popped in at a time. And having more than one moderator, you can make sure that everyone gets greeted and everyone feels welcomed. It's nothing worse than to come into a premiere or a live chat and feel like you're not part of the group. And we want to welcome Cruising Koozies into the group tonight. Hi, Cruising Koozies. So nice to have you with us tonight. And Danny D, the super supporter, she said, I helped Meg out with the Kenny thing. And that was going on even though I wasn't a moderator. And that's true. You don't have to be a moderator to help out. And that is absolutely 100% true.
Yes.
We can never have enough people behind the scenes willing to jump in and help out.
Great job, Danny D.
And that goes as far as greeting people in the chat. And when on the raid parade and the Saturday stroll, I know that Megan would like everyone. You always have this thing up. Make sure you help everybody do what, Megan?
Remind people to like, comment, do all those good things. And honestly, this is more for people that are involved with it, but in all reality, the spreadsheet is available for everybody and has a live schedule on it. And if somebody's not like tuned into what the raid parade or the Saturday stroll are, number one, there are different tabs on that spreadsheet. There's a tab for the raid parade, which will give the list of channels, all of the links for those, the times in all the time zones in the continental US. And then off on the right-hand side of that spreadsheet, there's actually an explanation of what the raid parade is. And I've got similar messages on both sheets. So like people, like a mod could grab I'm sorry, I feel like I'm yelling.
No, you're not. I don't think you're yelling.
Okay. So, like a mod could go into the spreadsheet, grab the explanation of the raid parade with or without a link in it. Actually, I guess anybody could grab the one without the link and put it in a chat, and it will fit.
Yes. And actually, I put that in the description of this video as well for people that don't really know exactly what it is. It's up there and they can click on it and read the explanation of it as well. And Sharon Rowland, speaking of this, says, remember to subscribe, share, and support, and hit that thumbs up.
Thank you for that, Sharon.
And, you know, of that whole thing, the like and subscribe and share, it's important. But I would say the support is the number one thing. Support is number one. I just love it when we support each other. We are all about giving back to our YouTube community. So, and Megan said that Meg said
Megan is my fellow spreadsheet friend.
There you go.
And I had to add on to that.
And Robin, I'm a spreadsheet person too. I am all about work spreadsheets. Your spreadsheet throws me off because you've got the Eastern Standard Time, the Central Time, and I
military time.
And,
I always
and military time.
She goes, Chat, what time is 17:30? I go, it's 5:30 p.m.
But that's because he was in the military, so he can spit that time right out of his mouth. And I'm sitting here, I don't know my right from my left. Okay.
I do have an explanation of how to convert it at the top of that.
Yes, you do.
It's easier for her to just yell at me.
It is in military time because that's the way we could get the times to work.
Right.
Yes.
Because they needed to all be the same. And like the raid parade starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, but that's AM out in the West. So.
Right. And we want to welcome in Antoinette at Fun. Hello, Antoinette. So nice to have you with us.
You know what? Antoinette's going to get a squeaky tonight. How about that?
So, what is our next video in the raid parade? It is I Love Cruising Royal.
That's right. It's Miranda, and her channel is about, you guessed it, cruising.
That's right.
I tell you what, I think most of the time she's traveling on Royal Caribbean too.
Well, after all, she does love Cruising Royal, right?
She does videos, shorts, and lives.
And her video tonight is all about meeting her YouTube family. So they had a meetup, obviously, and she's going to show us who was there, who they are, who everybody is. I'm excited to see that video because
I'm waiting to see who got stuck with the check.
I don't think it really works like that. And of course, Eddie has put up the link. Eddie has put up the link for everyone, even though I may not have gotten the link at the bottom of the screenshot. They are all in the chat.
Welcome into James Cantonese.
That's just where I was going.
All
Yes.
right.
Hi, James. Welcome tonight. We're so glad that you could make it. And Bone Tired Traveler. See, another ex-military. I use military time all the time. What's wrong with you people?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
was going to say, in all honesty, I believe Europe does for scheduling purposes most of the time as well. So,
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, either you're saying 1 a.m., 1 p.m., or you can say 1 o'clock, or then you can say 1300. So,
But then again, they use Celsius and meters instead of Fahrenheit and feet. So, what you gonna do?
drive on the wrong side of the road, things like that.
So, Megan, give us another tip that you would like viewers of the Raid Parade and or this Saturday Stroll to know. The regular viewers, not necessarily the content creators, but just a regular viewer that's kind of stumbled along this and it's like, whoa, hey, what's this?
always have a snack.
And why would we need to have a snack?
Because people seem to like food.
Yes.
So you will see food almost every single week.
That is
It might
true.
not be cooking, but they will typically, somebody will be showing you their plate. Somebody will be cooking you something. Something. Always
Yeah.
a good idea to have a snack.
And I would say, make sure you go to the bathroom before the parade starts, right?
Yes. Okay. Sometimes I forget. So if people don't know me too terribly well, I am almost exclusively mobile only. I have 3 cell phones that I will switch between as they die during the day. I'm rarely ever on a laptop. So if I need to go to the bathroom, I just pick up the phone and go. But yeah, a lot of people are watching on the computer and yeah, it gets long, which I mean is part of the entire reason why we switched to
Splitting it in half.
yeah, to just because it's really, you know, for all of our health sakes, it's not good to be sitting for that long.
Yeah.
I sit for 10 hours a day in the cubicle. So, and Chet, he's like, you know, I look at computers 10 hours a day. And now we have our YouTube channel and he's looking at the computer 8 to 10 hours a day. At first he was like, I don't know how you can do that. And now he's like, man, I can't believe I've been sitting here this long. So
Yeah.
Meg says that her grocery bill goes up because of the parade.
This show
Sorry,
is
Meg.
Publix.
So in our next video in the parade is
Eddie Lugo.
Lugo Studios.
That's right, Eddie Lugo Studios with Eddie and Alice.
Mm-hmm. And they are a channel that's all about cruising through life.
By land and sea.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You don't want to forget about Pickles and Pebbles too, because they're cruising right with them.
That's right. Pickles and Pebbles are always there. And Eddie Lugo Studios, they create videos, shorts, and lives.
I'll tell you what, Eddie's like me. We got like 9 lives, me and Eddie both. You know? That's something me and Eddie got in common.
That's right. And tonight's video, Eddie has named it January the 5th.
2023.
But today's the 7th.
Today's the 7th. Hey, that's a pretty recent video. All right.
So we're going to be going back in time with Eddie.
That's right. We're going to take a road trip with Eddie and see what's going on up there where he's living at.
There you go. And there's your baby kitty. What's that one's name?
This one is Charlie, and he's actually not my baby. He's 10 years old now.
Oh, okay.
Little bit is up on the bed. She is actually 6.5 months, so definitely still baby.
And so, Megan, what if a channel wanted to have a video in the Raid Parade or the Saturday Stroll? How would they go about doing that?
Okay, so if you go to the GGM Creates About page, there is a form called the admin form. And that's kind of a big conglomeration of different things that you can do. Anything from requesting a recipe conversion or, giving me a suggestion for the channel. But the one you would want is request a Raid Parade invite. I didn't update that form. Everywhere that it says Raid Parade, it will be split, Raid Parade or Saturday Stroll.
Mm-hmm.
If you get into one, you get into both. I'm not picky. The times are different times of the day. Hopefully that helps people with work schedules and things. Now, I will say that you fill out that form, and I don't want a whole lot of information, channel name, I think I will request your link, and definitely an email. Just a few things so I have enough to get in touch with you. And then when you hit submit on that, I will receive an email saying there's something there to look at. And I will go in, I will do, it's a form email that I send out with the invite information. Okay. I had to make things simple or I would not have gotten all of this done over the years. But anyway, so I will go in and schedule it. The important thing to know is it is not instantaneous. So I send out one invite per week because there were times when I would just send out invites to anybody that someone suggested. And that's fine if I don't have a lot going on. But, there's some weeks where I'm trying to do this, that, and the other thing. And all of a sudden I've got 5 people wanting to join. Kind of a problem, just a little bit.
And we want to welcome Blaine with Riley Creative Travels into the chat tonight. Welcome, Blaine. So nice to have you with us. So basically, they're going to go to GM Creates YouTube page, and they are going to complete the invite request form.
Yeah, and you know what? We urge you to do it as quick as possible. That way, Megan's got time to get her end of it done without having to rush at the last minute. So get them in as quick as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Well, I was going to say, but saying that, I know I've already got somebody scheduled for next Friday. So, if you want to join, it will be 2 weeks from now that you get the invite.
Right. So basically, they need to have the form. The basics of the form is your channel name and the link to your channel, your email address, which is highly important. Without an email address, Megan cannot get a hold of you and cannot send you things that pertains to the week coming up in the parade or the stroll.
Yes.
So the email address is the number one important thing. Make sure you typed it in correctly. Make sure that you wrote it correctly. Nothing worse than getting an email address that is not got errors in it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, remember, it does take about 2 weeks for Megan to get back with you before you can actually start participating in the stroll or the parade. Is that correct, Megan?
Well, it varies. There have been times when I've had 2 months worth of invites lined up.
Right.
Yes.
So it varies. Now, once that invite gets sent out, it's just kind of a whenever you want to join. So at any given point, I typically still have about 20 people on I call it the wait list. They've got invites hanging out there and could join.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the big point there is if you think you might want to join, go ahead and let me know with the form. And then even if it's not okay, I think this might be something I want to do in a month or something. I've got some travel or, something I might want to start doing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and send in the form and I'll get everything in process, and then, you know, just check your
Your inbox, your spam.
yes, whatever those things are.
Sometimes
However,
emails go into the spam.
yeah, and I was gonna say the email address I use is goinggreenmomonyt@gmail. So I don't know if there's a way to definitely clear that address on your email, but I'm sure there is for some. Like if you know you have issues with spam, add that to your address book or something.
Yes. And we want to welcome the Facebook viewer. Welcome, Facebook viewer. I hate the way that the Facebook viewer never tells us who they are. And then usually in the chat later down, they'll say, I'm the Facebook user and I am XYZ.
Well, right now we know one thing about them. They're going to a barbecue.
Yeah, they're going to a barbecue. That's right.
Thanks for stopping.
Somebody earlier mentioned a barbecue.
And
I don't know who it was.
I do believe that this is a question from James, and he wants to know how short the videos can be, Megan. So why don't you tell him the minimum and the maximum?
So the minimum is 2 minutes. I just kind of, if they're too short, we don't have time to fill people in and have everybody actually get in chat. So the minimum right now is 2 minutes, and the maximum is 15 minutes.
Okay.
So.
And let's hit another video that's in the Stroll tonight, and it is the Clock Family Adventures.
Hey, their channel's all about travel, resorts, theme parks, and cruises.
And they put up videos, shorts, and lives.
And you know what? They went to Epcot this time, didn't they? And they did that Frozen Ever After ride up there at Epcot. And you know what? We ain't been there in like 20 years, so this will be something new for us to watch.
Yes. So what I want to and here's their link, and what I want to mention about their thumbnail, we felt like we needed to replace the Disney thumbnail because it's a photograph that Clock Family took themselves. It is their photograph, and they have the right to use it. We do not, and Disney does not like it when you use their stuff and don't ask them.
Well, we rule. If we have to ask ourselves, is this going to be okay? We automatically err on the side of no, and we change it. So
right, but that's why we put up the thumbnail from their actual page.
But hey, it's a cool thumbnail. So
it is.
There you go.
Absolutely, and it really shows what their channel's all about.
That's right.
So, and if you've not been to the Frozen Ever After ride at Epcot,
I haven't.
I haven't either, so I'm excited to see that. We haven't been. We live in Florida. We live about an hour and 20 minutes south of Disney, and we don't go. We went when our kids were little.
Yep.
And let me see what is up here. Eddie was talking. Someone asked Eddie what time the videos started. And the videos do start at 7 o'clock. Immediately after this live stream, the very first video will start. So while we're here, let's go ahead and do the next video that's in the parade tonight.
Hey, it's Travel Adventures.
One thing. If people want to go ahead and click into the playlist, this live is in that list.
Yes.
So just click into the red tab, and then as soon as this live ends, it will take you over to that stream.
And then follow the leader. Keep going.
Yes. So the playlist is set up to fabulously just let you roll through the entire parade, and you don't have to worry about clicking the link at the top of anybody's video. It's designed to, if you start at the playlist, it automatically just rolls you to the next video. So you do have time to jump out of this live. The link for the playlist is in the description of this video. Jump out of the live, click the link for the playlist. It's going to bring you right back to the live. We have 10 more minutes. And then when the live is over, it'll immediately throw you to the first video in the parade. That's the best way to do it, I do believe.
Okay.
So we're going to put up the next video in tonight's parade. And it's Traveling Adventures with Eric B.
How about that? Eric B is a world traveler. He's a solo cruiser. This dude has been all kinds of places around the world. We've been watching a lot of his stuff. And so we were really excited to see this right here. It's called My Year in Travel, My First Cruise. And it's part 3 of his year in travel.
So if you've not seen part 1 and 2, make sure that after the parade you go back and see part 1 and 2. And if you've never traveled by yourself, Eric gives you some great tips about traveling as a solo traveler. He's not just a solo cruiser, he's a solo traveler.
Right. He just went on his first cruise. I think that's awesome. This dude's been all over places in the world, and now he's exploring the cruise ships.
And our youngest daughter, she's in her 30s, and she's also a solo traveler. I think it's awesome that people travel and they're not afraid to travel alone. And he'll give you tips about where you're going and the places to do, safe things, safe tips, that kind of stuff.
Hey, I'm not afraid to travel alone. I just need somebody to help me pay for it.
He's also got a lot of budget-minded tips as well.
Yeah.
Yes, he really does. But that's because solo cruisers, they're traveling on one person's income. Right. There's no other income. Megan, I had we got that. I think was there anything that we've gotten through all my questions I had for you. So anything that you want to add at this moment? So let me ask you a question that I get a lot.
Okay.
How do I get to pick the time that I want in the parade?
No. I can do some finagling with windows. But overall, it's just kind of, honestly, what I typically do is I muscle test it and just each one who goes next, and then that's what I go with. And it has come up with some very interesting dynamics. Like there was one week right after the group cruise, like there were, I think, 5 videos from that cruise, and every single one wound up being a different day or something. They were all there and they were all in order.
There you go.
It was kind of interesting, but yeah. So I can do a little bit in terms of time and hitting windows, but not a ton. And like, especially if it's, well, I need to be after such and such a time. You know, if we don't make it to that time, then you're still not going to be there.
Right?
Yeah.
We just do our best. So what if someone has a question like, Megan, I'm not real computer savvy. I really don't know exactly how to set up a premiere. I'm not really sure. I don't know what time to make the premiere because you haven't told me what time to do the premiere. How would you go about answering those type of questions for them?
Okay, so if they're considering all this, okay, number one, when I send you an invite, it will actually have a link to a tech roundup. So it will, and it's not a long playlist. It's, I think, total 10 minutes. It will teach you how to fill out the RSVP form. It will teach you how to schedule off the 15-minute mark. It will teach you how to set it as a premiere, although the things have changed there a little bit. Most people can set premieres from their phone now. I haven't heard of anybody lately that hasn't been able to do that. And when I made that video, it was purely you had to set the time on your phone and you had to set the time on, or the premiere on the computer. And it's not that way now. They have actually, they're doing really well at working to get things set so that mobile creators can do everything that computer creators can do and vice versa. But that even to the point of teaching you how to pin links in chat. I've got one for the phone and one for the computer on there. So it's like, and it's literally like, I think it's 10 or 12 minutes total for that, that playlist. Definitely go ahead and watch that. And if somebody's looking for that, I think I've got that as unlisted, so you probably won't be able to find it. Sorry, I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I don't know how to tell anybody where to find it because I think I stuck it on one of the spreadsheets, but I don't know which one. So,
That's funny.
and that is one thing. You are not required to have anything but YouTube and an email to join. It is specifically to YouTube, and like you can't pick a different day of the week for us to raid you and that kind of thing. We do have group chats, so if you happen to have Facebook or Facebook messengers, I do have group chats on Facebook Messenger. I keep trying to get YouTube to set up chatting capability, but so far they're not listening.
That would be awesome. I would love that. Yes.
But yeah, so that would be kind of, I would say don't worry too much about it. I typically am available on Thursday nights after I do the schedule. If somebody's having trouble scheduling or whatever, especially if they're new, I try and make sure to know and touch base. You know, this is, are you doing okay? Is this going well? Something doesn't look right, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, Eddie says that he got you in a spin. How you dealt with him with this professional, read it, Chet.
Dealt with me professional and guided me through the whole thing.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And I was kind of the same way. I knew how to set up premieres, but I didn't know how to set up a premiere without the right time that I wanted the premiere to go. Yeah. And Megan's like, it's fine. Just set up the premiere. Give it a 2:00 in the morning time frame. Just make sure you got that day. And then all you got to do is change the time.
Well, okay. I will say, do not set them for like 2 a.m. typically. On more than one occasion, I've had to last minute have people re-uploading because they actually went live at 2 a.m.
Oh, no.
So my biggest recommendation would be to set it for sometime after the parade or the stroll that you're going to be in on the right date.
On the date. That's a good tip, everybody.
That is a good date.
Yes. In this.
Yes. So it would be good if, say, for example, you were setting your premiere up for next Saturday. Next Saturday is the 14th. Mm-hmm. And you know that the first video is not going to start until 7 o'clock. So you would be very safe with setting your premiere for, say, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. Because by 10 o'clock at night, everything's over and you can easily put your time back to the correct time. And the Clock Family Adventure says, I bugger all the time. I'm in no way computer savvy. And
in a previous life, like, you know, back before I wound up in a kitchen, but I was in HR. I was almost always the person that was going between HR and the plant floor or HR and IT. So, you know, I've kind of heard it all and I'll do my best.
And so we have one more slide in the slide presentation for tonight, because even though the last video is at 8 o'clock, we do have a gap between 8 o'clock after the last video. So if you're looking for a little bit more, at 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, is the Griswold Family Vacation.
All about family travel and adventures.
And they have videos, shorts, and lives.
Looks like tonight we're going to have a simpler life quiz and chat.
And once again, we replaced the thumbnail because that is a celebrity thumbnail. And he did have links in his description for the, you know, to be able to put the celebrity up on his channel, but I don't have them to put the celebrity up on my channel.
Once again, we err on the side of caution to protect ourselves.
Yes. So the simpler life is Lionel Richie's daughter. What's her name?
Something
that is outside of my rock.
One is
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. Yes. And gosh, I can't remember Lionel Richie's daughter's name. Anyway, that's who The Simple Life is all about. And they're having a game show, and they're going to do some quizzes and chatting about it. So let me see if there's anything here in the chat I want to put up. At the last minute, the LD channel did jump into the chat. She's probably been watching, but actually jumped into the chat. So hi, LD channel. And of course, Just Kaya TV is also here with us. And people always say, why did they jump in the chat late? They may not have jumped in the chat late. They've probably been listening, just not an active part of the chat. So we never ever say, why'd you come late? They could have been there from the get-go,
That's
right?
They could have watched on TV and they ain't got no chat.
There you go. And of course, I do believe we had Scott Smith. We recognized him earlier in the chat. Wasn't
Let's
that
recognize
right?
him again. Hey, Scott, since you're here again, how about a squeaky for you too, buddy?
So I do believe that the first one is up. Is that right, Chet?
It's coming up in 1 minute.
In 1 minute. So we are just going to sit here for a second. If you are in the playlist, it should roll you right to the first video. If you're not in the playlist, go ahead and click on the playlist in the description so that you can go to the first video in the playlist. Go ahead and get the playlist.
I was going to say, one thing I will say, if you are coming in mid-stream in the playlist, say you saved it from last week, but you got your time off or something, always look for the red tag that says premiere or premiering or live. Because if you just hit play, it'll play from the beginning and you won't be in the live chat. So
yes, and you want to be in the live chat.
There we go. So right on. So the first one we're heading to is JNN Travels, John and Nancy.
And we got commercials.
That's okay.
Well, I was going to say, if we go ahead and end the live stream, people will jump over there. And
that's exactly right, because he's got a timer up right now of less than 1 minute. So we are going to kill the live stream, and we will see you at the first video over on JNN Adventures. Bye, guys.
Enjoy the stroll, guys.